Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, Editor, a project that skyrocketed with over 2,000 stars in a single day. This TypeScript library provides a sleek, block-based editing experience, making it a powerful open-source alternative for developers wanting to build Notion-like interfaces into their own apps. What if you could design an entire building from the walls to the windows right in your web browser? And what if it had the performance of a desktop application? Well, a new open-source project is making that a reality. It's built on the future of web graphics, and its sudden surge in popularity is signaling a major shift. The project is called Editor, and it comes from an organization named pascalorg. It's a sophisticated 3D building editor designed specifically for the web. The goal here is to solve a long-standing challenge: how to create high-performance, interactive 3D experiences for architecture and real estate tech. And it seems they've hit a nerve. The project's traction is remarkable. It has over 3,500 stars, and more than 2,300 of those were gained in a single day. That kind of rapid growth really shows just how much the developer community needs a tool like this. In the past, building three-dimensional architectural tools for the web was a real struggle. You'd constantly be fighting with performance issues and dealing with huge, monolithic codebases. As the three-dimensional models got more complex, browsers would just choke, struggling to render changes smoothly. The result? A sluggish, frustrating user experience. Developers had to build their own custom, complex state management and rendering pipelines from scratch. This often led to systems that were a nightmare to maintain or expand. But the Pascal Editor takes a completely different approach. Its architecture is data-driven, drawing inspiration from high-performance game engines. It treats the three-dimensional scene not as a static model, but as a dynamic state that can be updated with surgical precision. The design philosophy behind this project is a masterclass in efficiency, and it borrows a pattern straight from game development. Here's how it works. Instead of a complex nested tree, all the scene objects, which are called nodes, are stored in a flat dictionary. This allows for incredibly fast data access. But the real key to its performance is a mechanism called dirty nodes. Think of it like a spreadsheet. When you edit a cell, only that cell gets recalculated, not the entire sheet. It's the same idea here. Only the nodes that have actually changed are marked as dirty. Then, during each render frame, specialized systems come in and process only times those dirty nodes to update their geometry. This clever trick avoids re-rendering the entire scene, which is a huge performance bottleneck in other systems. The project's logic is also cleanly separated using a Turborepo monorepo. It's divided into a core for data management, a viewer for rendering, and an editor for all the user interaction. To manage state, it uses multiple, independent Zustand stores. This setup prevents different parts of the application from accidentally interfering with each other. And to top it all off, it embraces next-generation graphics by using WebGPU for rendering. Now, this editor isn't just some theoretical exercise. It's built for real-world use. Architects and designers can use it to rapidly prototype and visualize three-dimensional building models, all on the web. You can imagine real estate tech companies integrating it as a customizable online floor plan editor for their clients. For developers working in the architecture, engineering, and construction sector, often called the AEC sector, this project is a powerful foundation for building custom three-dimensional software. Getting started also seems pretty straightforward for developers. The project uses modern tooling like Bun, and its clear documentation and modular design make it much easier for teams to adopt and build upon. But despite its impressive architecture, there are some potential downsides to consider. The project's heavy reliance on WebGPU does present a risk. WebGPU is a cutting-edge graphics technology, and its support isn't universal across all browsers just yet. This could limit its immediate audience and potentially lead to some hard-to-diagnose rendering bugs. On top of that, the core systems that procedurally generate complex geometry can be inherently difficult to debug and maintain, especially as new features are added. And one more thing to note. The presence of directories related to AI coding assistants raises some questions about long-term code consistency, which is a challenge many modern projects are grappling with. So, in the end, Pascal Editor is much more than just another tool. It's really a blueprint for the next generation of creative software on the web. It serves as powerful proof that with a thoughtful architecture, the browser can finally become a truly viable platform for complex, performance-critical applications that were once only possible on the desktop.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.